Well, the the thing I do, I transmit certain type of energy through my hands, and I feel I'm very good transmitter. That I don't heal. It comes
Through the cosmos, through
or
to
through
you.
the cosmos
Yeah.
or through the God energy. I don't know, but it does come through the hands, and I do feel all entire person. Um, I mean, I feel like energy all around. And I just go with my hands, and right away the person express to me how they feel after the session, and usually it works quite well.
It's a form of transformation. You're transforming the energies that flow through you. You're a conduit. You're an instrument of the higher resources. The higher resources, the cosmos, the God force, the visionary dimension,
Right.
the dream dimension. Semantics are the words we put to it.
Yes.
But the truth of the matter is you transform vibrations and energies from the universe without to your universe within through you as an instrument of healing modality to somebody who needs to be healed.
Correct.
Now let me ask you, do you have a picture in your mind of this energy coming through you and out your hands?
Not at all.
You
No,
don't have
she's
any
a
picture at
receiver.
all?
Not
She
at all.
receives
What
the
I do
energy.
actually, I do pray. I use also power of praying.
Okay, but since this,
Yes.
okay, so now if a person wants to become a healer, let's say that's a person's dream, right? And they see you now and they're saying, well, I would like to do what Maria does. So then when they go into 10, 15 minutes of a day, a few times a day or whatever, and then they would visualize what you just described.
I think
Seeing the energy coming through them and out their hands
What
and
made
healing
you?
someone.
What made you say to yourself, "I can heal"? How did you know?
I didn't know, but I learned.
just came to
No,
her.
I learned from the big doctor, from Chinese doctor from Beijing,
A master.
and it was a Chinese television, and director of Beijing big hospital was sitting with him, and she said, "I'm a septic, but I cannot not to believe of that kind of healing since I see the results." And I try with my daughter, and we feel that energy. When my husband was very sick in hospital in 1991, first time came back to me that time, and I started to heal him with my hands. And he recovered. He did have stroke, and he recovered within very fast period, 100%.
So this is actually...
Which I don't think it may be completely me, but I mean I feel that he always told me it does help.
This actually happened to you. You saw this man on TV,
Yes,
and then you remembered that, and
and I
then
have
you did it
necessity
yourself.
to use it.
So now, anyone out here that's
You use your
watching now can do the
visionary
same thing,
potential.
using you as their
You saw
guide.
somebody and you visualized it in your mind's
It's
eye,
amazing.
in your
We
imagination.
all have the potential. Let's not forget that. Maria, have you not recently learned to do dowsing?
Yes.
We did it together. I watched her do it, in other words.
Well, all these conduits are part of the cosmic universe, or the universe of psychic phenomena, or the universe of the unexplained, or the mysterious universe. And all this is tied up with dreams, okay? The man who first created the dowsing, or the man who picked up a rod and a piece of wood and who realized that the wood spoke to him, was the man who was a dreamer, who was a visionary, who felt the attraction, the symbiosis, the gestalt with the inanimate thing, and the inanimate thing speaks animately to anyone who hears. It's like the song of the universe, the music of the spheres. The music of the spheres is the song of a songbird raising its wings to the heavens and sun above as the dawn is a-borning each morning. It's not language, it's song. Now, birds sing and they speak language. If you hear their song and speak their language, it has relevance to you. Only a dreamer, a visionary, somebody who's a cosmic commentator gives credulence and credulity to all of living things in the universe. All living things are equal in the universe. Man is only the 800-pound gorilla, but is an ape nevertheless. Now the concept of dream power is to realize all that you wish, that you dream, that you want to be manifested on the material plane when you're alive and vital.
You see, the dream actually lifts us up. And in a way, when you're working with creating your own dreams into reality, you are almost like your own healer. And what you're doing is you're kind of bringing the dream in, the cosmic energy, the potential that's in the universe into your life, as if you are creating with your hands, with your imagination, something that is going to become real.
Well, I think Maria knows what you mean just as I do. At one time, I was a visual artist, and now I'm a poet and a writer and all of that. And I do believe that you were also an artist and a
Yes.
poet.
Yes.
So obviously, if she does those things, she's also capable of the other spiritual dream realities.
I have a question for you. The music is universal language.
The music
and
is-
you can imagine anything you want.
The music is
you
the
are
first
composer.
language.
You are composer.
Yes.
I want to ask you, what kind of imagination do you use? How this come? As a notes, as a picture?
As a picture. I have a very visual imagination. Everything comes to me as pictures, and the words flow as I become intimate with the vision. Okay, I'm a visionary artist. I'm a visionary person.
So that means it's a picture
complete.
that moves.
That's right. It's a living picture with motion and spirit and life.
And color?
Color. And it communicates to me.
That's
It comes
beautiful.
complete. Now, I'm a writer. Every story that I ever written was written before I put the pen to paper. It was a complete animation, motion picture of my imagination, of my mind, movies on my mind. And all I had to do was freeze frame it and take notes. It lives. Imagination is more powerful than intelligence. A fertile imagination is the most powerful thing in the universe. It's the key to freedom. It's the key to dreaming on up. It's the key to recreation of the self in the image that the self perceives itself to be in the recesses of the mind's eye, in the sacred corridors of the heart, in the sacred resource of the ascended self. We're all potentially masters of whatever form we want to become intimate with. We're all great artists, we're great singers, musicians, thespians, philosophers, poets, painters, dancers, craft workers, anything we dream of, anything we can imagine, we already possess. All we have to do is to fixate the thought, lock into the belief, have the faith that the dream calls, and the dreamer answers the call in a light and like and symbiotic synergy. Just like suddenly there's electricity in the air here. Suddenly the pictures are coming in loud and clear. Suddenly the mind wakes up to the light of the dream, to the dream light, and the spirit calls.
Well, you know,
Beautiful.
you have something you want to say at this point?
Yes, I can ask another thing.
Of course.
Does that dreams, does that music and the live picture follows you all the day? And what happens when you don't write down? A lot of thoughts like that disappear in the...
No,
in the
I have
you know,
recollective
something very-
potential. I've carried stories around with me for 4 and 5 years, complete in my head, that I had other things I was doing that I knew when I had to sit down and do it, it would come through me, like healing comes through you, like I become a conduit, an instrument of my imaginative powers, of my dream powers, of my visionary powers. So I open myself up, and through the ether it comes to me.
Is any